Welcome back to In Ohio Country today, and joining me now is Devin Dye from Dye Real Estate Land Company, one of our fine sponsors on our television show, our podcast, and our radio program. Devin, thanks for joining us.
Thanks, Dan.
A lot of things happening as we look toward the auction world, if you will, for 2023.
Yeah, we have two under our belt already this year that we've done, one in Hardin County and one in Putnam County, and we have four coming up here by about the 1st of April. We have four more auctions coming up. A big one here coming up at the end of February.
Well, let's talk about specifics. What's happening there?
Yeah, we have 249 acres that's coming at the end of February here in Allen County, just east of Lima. This farm lays just north of the airport there on State Route 117. It's a really good offering, something that here in Allen County we haven't seen in a while. Has mixed use. We have some business zoning on this farm and also some residential zoning, and we also have ag for this. So it's kind of a neat offering.
You know, most of the auctions that you've been doing are strictly or mainly farmland, and this one, like you said, has some really good commercial opportunities. Talk a little bit about that from a location standpoint.
Yeah, so being just east of Lima here, the east side of Lima is limited in its development potential just because of acreage that's available for that, and not coming for sale really is what the issue has been. So this is a cool, unique offering that if somebody's interested in growing and developing this side of town, that opportunity presents itself here.
We would be remiss, too, if we didn't talk a little bit about 2022 and the auctions and how well those turned out for you and your clients. Why don't you give us a little bit of a recap of 2022?
Yeah, a lot of records set last year and the beginning of this year. Farms are just, they're a pretty hot commodity right now. And even with the interest rate increases that we've seen from the Fed, really hasn't impacted the ag community. We're just seeing really, really good prices for our clients and great turnouts, and these are very desirable properties that we're offering.
Now, of course, you can always get a recap from Devin by giving him a call or checking him out on the web at dyerealestate.com. But also, it's more than just land. Let's talk about those equipment auctions. The most recent one that you had down in Auglaize County was pretty successful.
Yeah, we did about 74 pieces down at the Auglaize County Fair at the end of the year. It's something that we're looking to do annually. And it was just a really good turnout as far as consigners are concerned and participants in the auction. We sold pieces all over the United States that day and into Mexico. And our clients were really satisfied with the prices that they received and the turnout from the bidders.
So both the equipment auctions and, of course, your land auctions are all available online for online bidding. Why don't you talk a little bit about that technology and how well that's worked for you?
Yeah, so the world's smaller than it used to be. And for our land auctions, we have a platform that's actually built in our own company website that allows participants to, view the auction online and bid. We do want you to pre-register if you're actually going to bid, but you can watch it without pre-registering for the auction. And, there's a lot of people that show up to our sales that are just spectating, which we welcome that. If you watch online, you won't get a free pulled pork sandwich, but if you show up, you will. And, so we just started live streaming these via YouTube. And it's pretty cool. You can just it's kind of like you're in the room. You can watch it, but I will encourage you. It's a whole lot more exciting if you're there.
The land auctions that you're participating in and helping your clients with are more than just Allen County. You've really expanded from a territory standpoint, right?
Yeah, actually, just this past week, my wife, who does all of our marketing, she highlighted every county that we started doing land auctions in July of 21. And since that time, we have done a land auction in 13 counties.
Fantastic.
So we're really expanding that area of our business. It's something that's we see is really needed in the marketplace, sure. And clients are real receptive to that sales method. So, yeah, we're just expanding it, and we've done 13 counties, and I'd like to see us hit about all of them by the time we're done.
All 88 coming your way. aside from expanding as far as your work is concerned, you've also been expanding inside, in-house, if you will, some new talent on board. And why don't we talk about some of that new personnel that's helping you out?
Yeah, so we added a new auctioneer recently, Matt Bowers. He's an award-winning auctioneer. He's really good at what he does. Puts me to shame when it comes to a chant, but challenges me a little bit, and it's good for us. So we're excited to bring him on board, and we're excited about all the changes that we have going on. We're also going to move. We purchased a new location, and we're kind of busting at the seams here. So we're going to have a new location coming out here in early part of this year.
We've always labeled you, and rightfully so, Devin Dye, the land guy, and always talking about what's happening on the farm and farm-related auctions that include equipment. But it's more than just that here at Dye Real Estate and Land Company, so we would once again be remiss if we didn't talk about your other services.
Yeah, so we have 15 agents total, and we cover the greater Lima area, really, from a residential standpoint. The team that I have is amazing. They handle all that flawlessly and work with our clients and helping them find homes. And we do a lot of rural properties, from a residential standpoint. We also work with people that want a piece of town too. So we're pretty diverse from that standpoint, but we're excited, and we just work hard in every facet of this business to serve our clients the best we can.
One of the things you touched on briefly is the interest rates and how that's possibly affecting either the land auctions or home buying or selling. And it doesn't really seem to have had an impact, has it? So why don't we talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, so looking at it from a bigger picture perspective, interest rates have increased, as everyone's aware. But the thing that's kind of offsetting that, the impact of that, is the availability of properties. Inventory's down. I mean, we're at well under what our average normal active listings are in our MLS, in our local community here. So that's kind of the offset. If you're a seller and you're worried that interest rates have impacted the value of your home or your farm, just look around and see how many are actually for sale right now. It's very low. So if we had a flood of inventory on the market right now, it would impact it, but we don't. And that's just the reality of our situation. And I wouldn't be scared if you are thinking about moving, or you have to move, you have to sell something. The market is still very strong in your favor as a seller.
As a seller, too, the advantages of utilizing your services as opposed to them trying to sell it themselves.
Yeah. There's a lot that goes into selling a home or a farm. The details are just overwhelming from someone, and you're not going to know that until you try it. And then you're going to wonder, well, it's really worth it to hire a professional. I mean, we do this every day, several hundred transactions a year. We're pretty polished at what we do, and we try to, our biggest sales method in our presentation is, when you hire us, really you just show up at the closing table. I mean, we're going to take care of everything from start to finish, and there will never be a transaction that's flawless. It won't happen, but we try to take on the burden of those transactions along the way.
And let's underscore that with the marketing efforts that your wife does and what you do to help sell the property, to sell the land. I mean, it's more than just putting a sign out in front of your house or putting a picture on a website. You guys do a very active, aggressive method of marketing those properties too, and that has to be noted.
Yeah, so I have the advantage of having my wife that does all of our marketing and videos and our brochures and our online stuff. Everything that we do, we are in my company, and this kind of starts with me. We're pretty particular about how we handle these assets, and we like to think that we do not leave any stone unturned. I don't want to walk into an auction or a sale and think that maybe we missed somebody. And that is key for you as a seller. If you're looking for a real estate company to help handle your transaction, you want to make sure that they are exposing that property to everyone. And that's what I tell my sellers. I can almost promise you that if there is someone interested in buying your property, they're not going to not see it. It's going to be out there.
You guys do an aggressive job with that from a marketing standpoint, and that includes your social media. And, of course, it all starts with your website. That website again, Devin?
Yeah, it's dyerealestate.com. We actually just revamped our website to make it a little more user-friendly. There's search options on there via a map, so you can see where you want to live or where you're looking for a farm. And we have our auction split out separately. So if you want to visit www.dyerealestate.com, you can check out our new website. It's pretty cool.
It is cool. And we'll have a link to it as well at our site at InOhioCountry.com. Devin Dye has been our guest, one of our fine sponsors on In Ohio Country today. Devin, thanks for joining us.
Thanks, Dan.
And we'll be back with more In Ohio Country today right after this.
Closed captioning paid for in part by the following. Dye Real Estate and Land Company specializes in farmland and recreational land throughout Ohio. A company for people who enjoy the rural lifestyle and looking to buy or sell their land. All of our land agents are members of the Realtors Land Institute and have extensive experience in farming and agricultural land business. At Dye Real Estate and Land Company, we'll work with you to tailor fit a plan that works best for you, your family, and your investments. Our services include 1031 tax-deferred exchanges, land brokerage, land auctions, and CMAs and valuations for estates and planning. We are Dye Real Estate and Land Company. Call us today and visit our website at dyerealestate.com. Dye Real Estate and Land Company. We know the land business because we live it every day.